We both know why you're here, and that's to talk about the next Fallout. Fallout 76. So you're probably wondering, when is this game coming out? We're excited to say that it's coming out this year, November 14th.
Country home, take me road to the belong. I, Virginia, West Mama, Mountain Play.
Fallout 76 had a dumpster fire of a release. And I don't mean any dumpster. I mean a dumpster behind a hospital full of medical waste and human excrement lit on fire for everyone to see. It was awful.
Oh, it popped.
Can we take a minute to appreciate that Fallout 76 did the unthinkable before it came out? It tarnished Bethesda's reputation. I'm assuming you're old enough to remember Bethesda's reputation before Fallout 76 was released. If not, then congratulations, you're 4 years old. But for the most part, I'm sure you remember that Bethesda was a shining city upon a hill. It was an amazing developer with an amazing reputation for making RPGs that everyone loved. And then ever since Fallout 76 came out, and the fiasco that went on with that,
Why does this happen every time I come to the DMV?
they've been kind of dragged through the mud constantly. Every month or so, I see another video on my YouTube recommended feed of someone complaining about a shitty thing that Bethesda did. It's kind of insane that Bethesda's reputation was knocked so low over the course of a relatively short period of time.
Oh wow. Oh, we're gonna make it big. We're gonna be playing stadiums this time next year.
I'm not going to cover all the terrible stuff that happened following the release, because that's been covered enough at this point to fill the entire Library of Congress with YouTube videos. And I honestly feel kind of bad for Bethesda. Like, I feel like they've been kicked enough for what they did. I'm not even sure anyone at Bethesda had bad intent in what they were doing. I think they probably just got in over their heads.
You can't seem to figure out how to get into the shack. Oh, he just pulled out his gun. What is he shooting at?
Oh no.
He's shooting at my turret. What is wrong with that turret?
I don't like that turret.
Okay, Beckett shot the turret and broke it. Now Beckett's shooting at the same spot the turret was shooting at on my bridge. My turret just killed Beckett. My own turret just killed Beckett. This is the epitome of programming.
I want to focus on, is it better now? Is the Wastelanders update finally going to give us that multiplayer Fallout game that we all expected and hyped up like crazy in 2018?
Luck. I'm no gun expert, but there's supposed to be something stuck in the barrel like that. Should I say that? That's a funny one.
Yeah, do luck.
What are you... Shit. Jammed. Fine.
Got him.
But none of us are going anywhere till I get what I want. So just start talking and we can all go about our...
Oh.
The update does what we all expected and hoped it would do. It adds more NPCs to the game. And I gotta say, I'm shocked at how fleshed out some of these characters are. I've been in completely random locations and found NPCs with entire backstories related to that specific location. No quest was attached to them, they were just there to build the world some more. And it's honestly been great to have so many random encounters just around the wasteland in general. I've been able to feel like it's more of a regular Fallout game and able to play it the way I'm used to playing it.
Are these people? These are people. Hello, people.
Damn, I think one bit me. Oh, it's like hell.
What? What are they? Oh, whoa, whoa, what are you? Whoa! These two settlers are getting eaten alive by glowing ants. Neither of them are dead yet, though. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh.
Get through this.
Okay, I take that back. One of them is dead. Oh no, I'm leveling up while I'm being shot at. This is probably a terrible idea. Ooh,
You're dead.
Party boy.
You're almost dead.
Yeah, but I'm a party boy. Oh, I'm a dead party boy. Oh, self-revive. Guess who's back, bitches? It's the party boy.
But before I give Bethesda more of this OTPHJ, I gotta put in a disclaimer. If you left because the game handles like a drunken stepfather driving a 1978 Jeep Cherokee, don't come back. I still, for whatever reason, feel like my character has cataracts and is only in control of 3 fingers at any given moment on both hands.
Did not mean to do that. I just shot my own door.
I have no science or data to back this up. I feel like it's something to do with the color palette maybe, and like the lack of contrast enemies have with their environments or the frame rate of enemy animations. But I can't hit the broadside of a barn in this game. And there's still that laggy stuttering in menus and building, and a decent amount of glitched quests too. So if you're a diehard, it's manageable. It won't ruin the game for you, but if you're expecting to have a casual, easygoing interaction where you can just hop in and hop out of the game anytime you want, I would suggest running far, far away from Fallout 76 because it's still a wibbly-wobbly, crazy, glitchy, buggy mess.
I gotta put on my chef hat.
No, read my note. Read my note I left. This is how I feel about the coffee shop, but I take that all back now because this place is trash because you don't have oat milk. I'm leaving.
Wow, Mike, I never knew you felt this way. Okay, so why are some people like Monster Energy Drink skeletons and other people are just regular skeletons?
That's a great question.
Come on, Mike, that was somebody's mother.
So the update doesn't fix a lot of the issues that people have been complaining about for 2 years now, but, big but, the stuff that the Wastelanders DLC adds is pretty good. For the first 3 days of returning to Fallout 76 and trying to make this video, I was having a god-awful time.
No, God, please, no!
But after settling in and getting used to the beating from my drunk Uncle Todd Howard, I really started enjoying the new quests. I will warn you though, the way the main quest is structured is, for starters, they give you a dummy side quest masquerading as the main quest to start you out. It's still a good quest, and you're going to enjoy it, but it's not the main quest. The real main quest line starts at level 20. And the way they do that is they have you reach out to both the Raiders and the Settlers, the 2 factions that were added. Now, reaching out to the Settlers involves going straight to the cool new Settlers HQ, the Foundation, and having a fun little adventure. But I decided to do the Raiders quest line first.
And I don't have the one word I was looking for? Okay, hate to break it to you, but I need you to go back out there and find me just one more itty-titty-witty holotape.
Oh my god, fuck you.
That shit was torture. It's the same fetch questy bullshit, no human interaction, that we've been suffering through since day one. So my initial impression of the update was awful, and I was a very sad boy. And I was so confused why everyone else was seemingly enjoying the shit out of this.
The railway rifle. The railway rifle. The railway rifle. As soon as your brain has to transfer from rail to way, it can't go back to rifle. The railway wipe. The railway.
Why is Bobby having a stroke in my ear?
The railway rifle. The railway rifle. The railway.
I'm glad I stuck through it though for those first 3 days, because after I pulled away from the Raider quest line and started doing the other quests, like that dummy quest I talked about that they start you out with, I started having fun. And I know this is what every Bethesda fanboy says, but the bugs kind of make it more fun when it's a multiplayer game. And I know that sounds really fucking stupid, but there was this one moment it was like 2 in the morning when all of a sudden my friend's fucking skeleton started poking out of his body. It was so fucking weird. Why is that a bug? How is there a skeleton inside of his character model that's covered in blood and guts that was like erupting from the surface of his skin? It was insane, and I loved it. I hadn't laughed that hard in a very long time. So thank you, Bethesda. I know this was not part of your plan, but thank you anyways.
Hang on. Alright, keep going.
There's only 2 things I can think of that I don't like that were added in this update. The first thing is that the character that they added to be the disc jockey on the radio station is the kindest, most caring soul you could ever meet in your life. This character eats rainbows for breakfast and shits out puppy dogs that she gives away to kids with special needs. You'll be in the middle of the wasteland shooting feral ghouls, and all of a sudden you'll hear,
I know it's not the same for everyone, but for me, there are moments where I miss where I came from, and the family and friends no longer with us. Be grateful for what you have, friends, but don't forget where you've been. Break out your surfboards because here come the Beach Boys.
like, why does she give a shit? It is the literal apocalypse. And I don't know how she got to the radio station. I would imagine they added a quest in that explains who this new person is, but I haven't seen it yet. So I just jump into the game, and all of a sudden, fucking Mother Teresa is just shouting out over the Pip-Boy at me with no explanation and no warning.
This is a certified hood classic.
Here it is. Here's the best part of the song.
I owe my soul.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
To the company store.
Boogie.
Oh, bring it back. Bring the beat back.
The only other thing that I don't like about this DLC is that you can't do any of the new quests with your friends. You can watch them do it, or they can watch you do it and then go back and do it themselves. But people can't do it together and save progress together. Which I guess makes sense because only one person can pick a dialogue option at a time. And when you have a smooth-brained friend who always picks the "I'm going to kill you for no reason" speech option, it's a good thing to not be bound to their decisions. And there's still the entire base game worth of side quests to do with friends, so I guess it's fine. And I've been treating it like a single-player Fallout type experience whenever I do those quests, so it works out in the end. I think it's a good balance.
Is someone shooting at me? Is that what's going on outside? Who's making all that racket?
Controversial stand your ground law, Iridians can now fire warning shots when they feel in imminent danger.
Other than those two things though, everything they added seems to be Bethesda flexing their world-building, dialogue-writing muscles that made them famous. It's a good DLC, and it's still a pretty okay game, but the DLC is enjoyable, and the base game doesn't seem to get in the way of that too much. If this is the last time I ever speak to you though, then I hope you go on and do whatever you want to do with this life. I watch a ton of videos a day, and I almost never subscribe, so I don't blame you, and it's not like I know who you are. I'm not going to be able to be mad at you, so, you know, no pressure. Maybe I'll talk to you again sometime, but if this is the last time, goodbye. And to all the other people who have subscribed, there's not a lot of you, but to you, I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded in a while. This is the longest video I have ever made to date, for no other reason than I seem to be rambling a lot when I record these things, like I'm doing right now. So I'll try to be more concise in the next video, and again, if you want to see that next video, you can subscribe. If not, I'm not going to kill you over it. Like this video, love yourself, brush your teeth, remember to wear clothes all the time, it's not optional, and yeah. Night night.
What do you think it'd sound like if they deep-throated?
Okay, alright. Okay.
Probably
alright.
just what a turkey sounds like.